Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, meet again with me with Riza Muzaki at FES'T Fun English at SMAS. How are you students? I hope that you are still in a good condition. I hope you are really in good motivation in learning, especially learning English. Okay students, at this chance I would like to tell you about a lesson, a topic relating with the grammar, and you already know about what we are going to discuss in the title in YouTube. Now we can start now. The title of this section is which one? So this question usually used to ask about the choice. If you have two choices that you should choose one of them, you should ask by using which one. For example, you'll have there is a Lamborghini or you have FES'T. So which car you like to buy? Lamborghini or V8? Okay, that's on the imagination. That's impossible. Okay, which one means that this question asking about the choice when somebody is given a choice. Okay, and then the first is I need you to know that this lesson is taught in Transcendence class 12, and then it consists of 3.2 basic competence of cognitive skills and also 4.2 basic competence of psychomotor skill. What the contents of basic competence in cognitive and also in psychomotor skill? Let's check this out. The first is we talk about in cognitive skill. The contents is applying social function, theory structure, and language features of written and spoken interactive transactional text involving giving and asking information, dealing with substitution word for character, kind, and factual action or condition corresponding to the context of its use. So you should be paying attention in prepositional phrase, adjective clause, especially in finite and non-finite clause. In 3.2, also having some indicators that you should achieve. The first is identifying, the second is characterizing or maybe analyzing, the third is applying into some sentences. Now students, we go to the next discussion in 4.2, basic competence of psychomotor skill, the contentive, composing social function, and etc. until the last, as the statement is similar with the cognitive skill, so I don't need to read all of them. Then next is the indicators. There is only one indicator that you should achieve in 4.2 is composing an interactive intersectional text which consists of prepositional phrase and adjective clause, finite and non-finite in writing and speaking. Okay students, we go to the main discussion of this topic. In 3.2, tell me, I will give you an example of the conversations and then you try to analyze which conversations that consist of a prepositional phrase and also the adjective clause, as long as you understand. But conversation 1, Alvin said, "Hi Howard, it's a long time not seeing you here. How's your scholarship or basketball training in California?" Howard said, "Hi Alvin, it's really my amazing experience having an exclusive training with Lakers team. I played with Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Jordan Clarkson there, and many more. By the way, who is he?" "Which one? There are many people here." "The one who's wearing a red shirt and black pants while holding a ball." "I see, he's our new basketball instructor who comes from Jakarta. He's really qualified for training our basketball club." "Howard, but I think he's too young to be our coach." "We don't judge the book from its cover. His life is dedicated to playing basketball since he was in childhood. So he had many experiences than us. Moreover, he is the best player in DBL competition and brought his team to be the first winner." Howard said, "Oops, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't think about him like that." Alvin said, "That's right. Come on, let me introduce you to him." The second conversation between Jack and Barrett. "Morning, Barrett." Barrett said, "Morning, Jack. How are you?" "Pretty good, buddy. How about your dinner last night?" "Oh, that was so nice. I went to the restaurant which we went to last night." "Oh, that Vietnam noodle restaurant?" Barrett said, "Yeah, sure. And then check, so what did you have last night? I had a beef noodle soup that was made by rice. It's the same with last time. Yes, buddy, I like it. Should you talk with that hot waitress who is a new one there? Barrett said, sure, she's so hot. I was excited when I talked with her. So did you get the number, man? Barrett, so you want? Chuck, no, thanks, buddy. She's yours. I get to go. See you. And Barrett said, see you, buddy. So there are two conversations here already given to you, and there are some uses of prepositional phrase and also the adjective clause. So we discuss it later and we analyze them later after I give an explanation in detail about them. Okay, now explore me here means that I give you detailed information about what exactly prepositional phrases are and what exactly the adjective clause is. The first is about prepositional phrase. In prepositional phrase means that this complement which comes after preposition, in, on, at, into, to, through, toward, by, with, etc. Many kinds of prepositional before, after, or maybe with, and so on. Many. And then this is the example of in the sentence. They first met at the party. They first met at the party. So we try to analyze them, which prepositional phrase and which is not. They is subject, met is verb to, and then at is preposition, and the party is complement. So, but this complement in the form of noun phrase. The party is noun phrase. The second example, we would like to go with him. We, a subject. Go is a verb. One, and then with is preposition, and him is the object of preposition as complement. This is him as pronoun. Then the next example, from there, we send a light sign. From is preposition, there is net verb or complement as a net verb. We is the subject, send is verb 1, and then light sign is an object. And then it is a machine for making ice cream. It is subject, and then machine is a complement, and then for is preposition, and making complement in the form of gerund. So there are 4 examples that I've given to you. The next, I need to know about more about this. Next is we discuss about prepositional verb. Before we talked about preposition, and then this is called as prepositional verb. Prepositional verb is preposition which comes after verb, which gives a new meaning. This is the example. Do this case belong to you? This key, subject, belong to prepositional verb. Because belong and followed by preposition is called as prepositional verb. Belong to, and then you is complement as pronoun. Complement, or it's called as object of preposition. The next is we are looking forward to having a holiday with you. We as subject, looking forward to is prepositional verb, because when we are part, we made it part. Looking different meaning, forward different meaning, and to different meaning, and they have the meaning looking, melihat, forward, ke depan, to, ke. So if we translate that, kita melihat ke depan ke. That's nonsense. That it can be understood by person. So looking forward to is a bundle of prepositional verb. It can be a part. So we are looking forward to looking forward to as prepositional verb, and then and having is a complement after to. Next, we talk about adjective clause. What is adjective clause? Adjective clause or clause contains verb and verb or auxiliary. So we can say it is clause if the sentence consists of verb and auxiliary. Absolutely, there is a subject in this clause, which has function, and subject and verb or subject or auxiliary has function, giving extra information about something. This is the example. The boy who has spike haircut gets trouble. The boy is a subject. Who has spike haircut is adjective clause, a subject, because this clause giving extra information about the boy and the position of the boy in subject. So it is called adjective clause as subject. And then cats, because the boy is singular, so cats should be add s. And then the next, a bag which he left in the class is expensive. A bag here is a subject, and then which he left in the class, adjective clause as object, because the position of a bag that is in this clause is in object. I give you the difference between the first sentence and the second sentence. Why this called as adjective clause as subject? Because after adjective verb directly followed by verb, and then has is verb, spike haircut is object. So the subject is not available. So this is called adjective clause as subject. While in the second sentence, a bag which he left in the class, which is adjective verb, he is subject, left is verb, to in the class is adverb, and we miss object. So means that which here is the substitution of the object that is not available in this sentence, in this clause. So this is called as adjective clause as object. A bag is given extra informations by this clause. And then is verb or auxiliary, and then expensive is complement. The next is a car whose body is bulletproof is a prototype. A car is subject, whose body is bulletproof, adjective clause as possessive pronoun. I will tell you later. Is auxiliary or verb, and then a prototype is a complement. Now here, as possessive pronoun, you can see first from the question word that is used in adjective clause, whose followed by noun. So it means that the sentence or this question usually used to ask about belonging, ask about adjective. So whose here is the substitution of pronoun or belong to whom pronoun. So this called as adjective clause as possessive pronoun, because the substitutions appear here is the question word that is used to ask about the owner or the owner of the body, whose body is bulletproof, is prototype. So body here means a car. Yeah, because a car is given information, or this information gives a detail about the car. Detailed information about the car. Next, I remember the day when everything is gone. I remember the day is adverb. When everything is gone is adjective clause as adverb time. Subject, remember verbs 1, and then the day is adverb. It is adverb of time, and then followed by the question word that has a function as adjective plus as function as adjective verb. When everything is gone, when means that it is giving a specific time for the day that I remember. Giving a specific time for the day that I remember, because when here is the question that is usually to ask a time. So this is called adjective clause as time, adverb time. The next, we found the place where UFO landed. We is subject, found is verb 3 because the sentence using with means that we have. So this is called as verb 3. And then the place is adverb of place. The place is adverb of place. Where UFO landed is adjective clause as adverb place, because where is a question to ask the place. Okay, I hope that you understand about this. If you don't understand, you can come. You can ask to into the Google Classroom. The next is about the conversation that I've given you before, the some minutes before. This is conversation 1. I've shown you here. I give you again, and you try to analyze. Okay, what about okay, now we start to analyze which adjective clause and which is prepositional phrase. Hi Howard, it is a long time not seeing you here. How's your scholarship of basketball training? This also the preposition, and then with preposition. Then here there is this also preposition, and many preposition here is available. And also we try to find the adjective clause. The adjective clause should be preceded by question word. Can you find the question word? Which one? There are many. The one who is wearing, this is adjective clause as subject, because who is the question that is used to ask the subject, person, not thing. Who's wearing red shirt and black pants while holding a ball? The one who is. So this is adjective clause. I see some news who comes again here. Who comes from Jakarta? It is called also adjective clause as subject. It's really qualified for training for basketball, but I think it's too young. Too young to be our coach. Don't touch the book from discover his life is dedicated to play. Dedicated to, it is also the prepositional verb dedicated to. Be dedicated to. So this can be changed to be dedicated by, be dedicated with, be dedicated at, be dedicated from. It can be changed. Dedicated should be followed by dedicated to playing basketball, followed by gerund here. And blah blah blah, and then you can search for by yourself. And then here conversation 2. Morning Jack, so I predicted body house. How about your dinner last night? That's a nice restaurant which we went to last night. Restaurant which we went. This is called as adjective clause as object, because which followed by we, so we miss object, so this is called as adjective clause as object, because which is a question to ask about to give to be the substitution of the noun, the thing, yeah, no person. So the channel I had been noticeable what was made by rice or the same what's last time. This body I like, so I did to chocolate hot with us. Who is a new one there? So this is called as adjective clause as object. Who is not who somebody. If we put who somebody, so it is adjective clause as object. But if I say who is a new one there, it is called as adjective clause as subject. Sure, this heart suggested when I talked with her. So did the number blah blah blah. Thanks, but it's yours blah blah blah. So that is the analysis of the conversations that using adjective clause and also prepositional phrase. Now we go to the next. Find me here. Below are sentences. Some have prepositions that are parts of a phrasal verb. Some have prepositions that are parts of prepositional phrase. In the blank beside the sentence, write if prepositional verb if the bold faced preposition is part of a prepositional verb. Write P in the blank if it is a part of a prepositional phrase. Will you take out the trash for me? You write here preposition PV or only P. As the instructions given, change whenever the preposition is down. Blah blah blah. There is a question. You should put P or PV here based on the instruction. If you write PV, means that the bold faced preposition is part of phrasal verb. We write P if a part of a prepositional phrase. Do you know the difference between prepositional phrase and also phrasal verb? Phrasal verb means that the example I give you the example. Looking forward to. So this is looking forward to. To is a preposition. So this is called as phrasal verb. Phrasal verb because there is preposition and also there is a verb. Looking forward to, be dedicated to. It is called as phrasal verb. But if prepositional phrase is I'm going to Jakarta. To Jakarta. It is called as preposition. To mean is prepositional phrase like that. Next, underline the adjective clause and circle the word that is modified in each of sentence below. So underline and then circle the word that modifies in each sentence. Okay, is that the plan that you brought? Fine, underline the adjective clause. There is 10 question. Okay. Oh, yeah. There are 12 questions that you should answer based on the instructions given. This is the first assessment. First assessment is adjective clause, and before you write down PV and P, it is called also the assessment 1. Assessment 1, there are 2 parts. The first is before the screen, and the second is the screen. The next is 4.2. Compose me. Make a scientific conversation with contains adjective clause, prepositional phrase, and phrasal verb. So I asked you to make a sentence contains of adjective clause, or maybe you divide them. Adjective clause 3 or maybe 4 sentences, prepositional phrase 3 sentences, and phrasal verb 3 sentences. So there are 10 sentences that consist of adjective clause, prepositional phrase, and phrasal verb. So that is, students, all the explanations about phrasal verb and adjective clause today. I hope that you understand. If you don't understand, you can ask to the Google Classroom. And if you're still confused in understanding this, you can go to school and you can ask me about this, or maybe you can send a message to WhatsApp or anything you can do. And thank you for today that you paid attention to the lesson. I'm so sorry if there are some mistakes I made, and see you next time. Have a nice day. Meet again with me with Riza Mugizagi at later in different discussion in FES'T Fun English at Smash. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.